Nanach, Nachma, Nachman, MeUman. We're here by this holy site, this holy tomb of Master Rabbi Nachman, and we're learning his book, a collection of Rabbi Nachman, Torah Kuf Yches, Discourse 118. When one learns something, Toiv lefarish hadavar b'lashon Ashkenaz shemidin. It is good for one to explain, translate, and explain the matter into the language that he understands. Here he says Ashkenaz, referring to Yiddish. That was the vernacular, and whatever person's language that he understands, it's good to explain it. This is beneficial for the world. And the matter is as follows. He called Tzaddik Hador hu b'chinas Moshe. Every righteous person of the generation is an aspect of Moses. Hu b'chinas Mashiach, which is the aspect of the Messiah. Moshe Kasuv, as it says in the first book of the Torah, Bereshis, Ad Kiyavo Shiloh Hainu Mashiach, until Shiloh comes, that's referring to Mashiach. Shiloh has the same numerical value as Moshe. And so we see that Moshe and Mashiach are the same aspect. Because Shiloh is clearly referring to the Mashiach, and it's the numerical value of Moshe. That is what we find, that the Tanaim, the early sages of the Mishnah, they call one another Moshe, like it says in Tractate Shabbat, Moshe Shapakamar. One sage referred to the other as Moshe, even though his name wasn't Moshe, but since he was a sage of the generation, he has an aspect of Moshe. So he was referred to as Moshe. And when he makes a novelty in the Torah, the matter that he renewed, that he made new in the Torah, his novelty, is an aspect of Moshe Mashiach. Moshe Kasuv Bazor, as it says in the Book of Splendor, Ruach Elohim, Da Rucha de Mashiach. It says at the beginning of the Bible that the Spirit of God was hovering over the water. So the Zohar says the Spirit of God, that is the Spirit of Mashiach. And hovering over the water means that the Spirit of Mashiach hovers over the Torah. So this is, as we just said, the Torah Shemachadish, the novelty of Torah that he produces, they themselves are the aspect of Mashiach, because the Spirit of Mashiach is hovering over the Torah. So when the sage comes up with novelties of the Torah, they are connected, they're the aspect of the Mashiach who hovers over the Torah. This is the aspect of the Spirit of the mouth of God, the Spirit of speech in a person. And our sages of blessed memory taught that Mashiach endures hardships and pain for Israel. Moshe Kasuv, as it says in Isaiah 53, and he is suffering, is inflicted from our sins. So therefore, every righteous one of the generation who has the aspect of the Mashiach will also be enduring and suffering for the general populace of Israel. To lighten from them, that unburden them, because the sage of the generation is an aspect of the Mashiach. And it says in the holy book of the Splendor, that what it says about the Messiah, that he is inflicted from our sins This avil chol b'dimai. What does it mean mechulal? That I'm translating very loosely as inflicted. So the Zohar says that it comes from the word chol. He is made profane. It's like he takes away from his holiness for Israel. Those are the hearts, the pains, or the badness that Mashiach endures, that he gives up his holiness. This is what we were saying, that it's important to explain the Torah that one is learning into a language that he understands. Through that, one takes the Torah and makes it somewhat profane, takes it from the holy letters of the holy language, and he translates it into his mundane language. This is the aspect that Mashiach endures profanity, the mundane, for the sake of Israel. So that's what we do when we translate his words. That's the enduring of pain that Mashiach does for Israel. Okay, because through our translation and our explaining in our own language, this makes Mashiach profane. Because when it is explained in one's own language, this is a profanity according to the utter holy greatness and holiness of the actual words and language that the sage himself said it in. As the actual language and words that the holy righteous one said them in the high place that he was. And to our explanation, he is profaned, made mundane, he's made mundane. And in this aspect, he endures badness, he endures inflictions to atone for Israel. But all of this is because of our sins. Because of our sins, we are unable to perceive the words, the matters, only through making them mundane, as we have discussed. And then the Mashiach endures from this. He endures infliction. But people of higher stature, they do not have to do this. They don't have to translate the words. They understand the words as they are. As they left the words as they left the tzaddik himself, so they do not have to bring the words to make them mundane and profanity. Nanach, Nachma, MeUman.